DedSec calling. Are you up for some freedom fighting?
Gotta do whatever it takes. Oh, fuck. Right, I'm out for real. Ah, fuck this shit. Yo, you got this. Keep it up. You see what I've done? You see that?
Nothing against us.
Stop it! I'll be on your ass. You sold us out.
Here you go.
You right? I hear you're looking for DedSec.
Wasn't sure you'd come knowing I'm part of the establishment. Or at least I was until Albion dismissed Parliament. I do want to say, what you've done in Westminster is remarkable. You've given the people hope.
Look, I've never been big on politicians, but this shit is just fucking bollocks.
I couldn't agree more. That's why I contacted you. Albion haven't simply shut down the government. They've sullied the Palace of Westminster, the Great Bell, with their propaganda. Do you understand what that looks like? If you really want to rekindle some of the people's fighting spirit, then restoring the clock tower would go a long way.
Bruv, if this clock tower's gonna get people up off their asses, then we gotta do this plan, alright?
I knew I could count on you. It will be wonderful to hear the bell once more.
There is some security around the bell tower, but that shouldn't pose a problem. A bigger issue will be getting to the top.
The fuck do I do?
A spider bot should do the trick.
What? That thing not.
There's something over there.
The path up to the top of the tower is... treacherous. All crawl spaces and gantries. More suited to 6 mechanical legs than 2 human ones.
Could be good for a laugh.
should do it.
That was moving, truly. To hear the chimes again, to see that tower the way it's meant to be seen, means everything to the people of this borough.
All it takes is one big move to get people activated. Not sure why the clock tower did it this time.
It represents our parliamentary democracy. To have Albion to face it the way they did, it's clear what they were up to. Thank you, DedSec.
Brilliantly done. Westminster will surely rise up against Albion after this.
Cheers. Having good people to fight alongside with makes this easier. Glad to have you.
Hell yes! I'm ready to get my hands dirty with you lot.
Fantastic. Maybe back up a bit, yeah?
This place stirs up old memories.
If someone you know.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Timing's a bit too convenient, if you know what I mean.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Bilagi's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Bilagi before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Bilagi. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Ever heard of personal space?
Look, you want some of this?
Nice to meet you.
What are you up to now? Please. Turn the clock calm down, please. Oh, sorted then?
Stand back, please.
We must cast this evil out of our hearts.
We cannot decide. Inhale. Albion is a blight. Oh, what is it?
Bilagi has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
About...
Feeling fit for duty today?
I don't get keener than this. traps is fucking right, Bagley. No exaggeration there.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
On it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Hello again.
I mean, what the fuck do you care where my accent is from, huh? I thought this was Facebook, not a voice gun.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right, let's take this slow, mate.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Hardly. We have a more unofficial status.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Listen. Albion knows you're in London. You're wasting your time arguing with me.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Tell me something I don't know. Look, mate, what do you think I'm doing here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
I'm here to get your help. Cass is on our shit list too. He was behind all the bombings and he came after us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. Table, I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Fucking hell.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Fuck me. No offense, but you're a piece of shit.
Suspect is swimming away.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. I'll be inside with security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Huh? The Tower of London. Anyone care to tell me how we're meant to get past fucking security?
I'd like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Watcher.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
You got any other ideas? It's up to us to crash this big meeting Cass has got planned. If his project goes live, he's going to have all of London over a barrel.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in our pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Intriguing. Shoot me the details.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
Gonna be a piece of piss recruiting an Albion prick.
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
You look like the type who might not like the current state of London.
Are you dead, Seg? Oh, thank God. I need your help.
No promises. What's the problem?
My friend has a rare blood disorder, and with the state of the NHS these days, he's no longer able to get proper treatment. So we went to one of Clan Kelly's doctors. I know, stupid, but we were desperate and we could afford it.
Go on.
The drugs worked. Too well, if anything. My friend is hooked, and now that quack is jacking up the price. I don't know how we're going to manage.
Disgusting. We'll get your mate the meds thereafter. It'll be all right.
Excuse me?
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
You better start tracking this bastard down.
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now.
Gonna scratch the pink. I saw what happened yesterday, right in front of me. Good seeing you.
What was that?
I've been there.
What a nightmare!
The Clan Kelly doctor you're looking for is close by. Seems he's got a laptop with him too, presumably with a folder somewhere on it labelled Crimes. There's the laptop.
It's all good here, but I'll keep searching.
Search complete. Nobody's here.
What you play with yourself? Come on.
Now, scumbag. All right, just relax. Get and move on. Yeah.
Laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data.
This fucker looks tough.
Stop, stop.
I found them at warehouse where experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few.
Sodding drone.
I'm detecting a vehicle nearby with at least 2 years' worth of treatments inside. That's more than enough to wean our contact's friend off the treatment.
Right.
There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
Got the vehicle, now what?
I found a safe location where our friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
This is on you! End this quickly,
Somebody kill him!
Got a turret!
Taking fire!
Need to reload! Where's my backup? I can't get up! They're shooting at us!
Rents and housing prices have risen steeply, and the ranks of the homeless...
Done and done. The drugs are safely stashed inside a vehicle. We'll picture the location so you can get them to your friend straight away.
I'm in your debt.
You can go your own way, or you can join DedSec. What do you think?
Consider me in.
Having good people to fight alongside with makes this easier. Glad to have you.
I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the experience. Let's go hunt some baddies.
Fantastic.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. Nigel Cass's meeting will begin. Soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
I'm a big fan. Keep up the good work, love.
Albion's looking for good candidates. Come see me for more information. So much for personal space.
Yes, that's spot on.
Ouchie pop!
Right, close this fucker down.
Okay, no one told me there'd be murder drones.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
Listen here. I'm going to tell you something, and it's between you and me. Completely off the record, yeah? The whole thing's quite disturbing to me. They've got good reason to close off parts of the building, but at the end of the day, it's a load of bollocks. This place is a treasured part of London's history, of its culture. Great, powerful men have ruled over this fortress. The citizens of London have an obligation to it. You can't keep...
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You certainly know an awful lot about Nigel Cass.
Yeah. I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
Mr. Cass is $1 to upgrade the museum as part of that security, as well as some general improvements. Example, there will be interactive 3D displays queued to the viewer's optic, and a wing for Albion to operate.
My word. I dare say it sounds like this is very much a passion project for Nigel Cass, isn't it?
Have you noticed exactly what it is? Are those buildings 18 you could really get up each That's our right? It's nice to know there's always a drone nearby to take care of things if anything goes south while I'm out and about.
Burn down, that's what I told you. Yeah. I heard someone saying hold down building, and I had no idea.
They better not be just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Grand.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
You been up there lately? There are some parts of the city that need a woodworking worker with some heavy boots. You understand? Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, there's always... disappointing.
Sure, that's what we're taking care of them.
Have a blessed life.
I've heard some talk on the street that they may be back.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Let's see it.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Good Lord, our Nigel does have issues. And now all of London is trapped in his little psychodrama.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
How's it going?
How are you getting on with those documents? The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to Talk about
I know, but if I mess this up...
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you'd called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Tidus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
Attention, a building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
I need an exit, pronto.
The catacombs, fam.
Go, go, go!
Ha! Look at that!
Go! Find the path. Now!
They can't take us!
saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
Sounds like he plans to launch Themis ASAP. And from the way he was talking, I don't think it's the sort of genie that goes back in the bottle. Damn. What the hell? Damn! I don't like this one bit. What was that?
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
That's fantastic.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome. But what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security.
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
Oh, quite the find.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Skye Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as...
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what...
Me as well, mate, yeah. I know. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, look, I'm all for policemen right now.
Albion's looking for...
Now we're moving. Come on, let's roll. Please, exercise caution.
Coming up on the Albion drone facility where the micro-drone is being developed.
This had better be worth it.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the R&D lab.
Security's down in the R&D lab. The plans for the micro-drone will be in there somewhere.
What the hell am I looking at?
Get off your phone, or we'll both get bollocked. All clear?
Good Lord. Is Albion seriously planning to manufacture all this?
I've downloaded the schematics. You can leave whenever you like.
Activities. Investigating disturbance.
Bat 19 has been cleared a functional defect and has been marked for...
Would someone find out what the hell is going on?
I've had just about enough of this. Quadrant clear.
Now that we have the schematics, we can make micro-drones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Titus ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map. We've successfully trialed our first micro-drone, and it's officially as cute as the dickens. I've decided to name it Sebastian.
Time to break into Titus.
And take away Nigel Cass's newest toy, Project Themis. Bagley, any idea where that name comes from?
Greek mythology. Themis was the goddess of divine justice. You know, the one with the sword.
Ooh, that is so Nigel fucking Cass.
See? School's useful for something besides social maladjustment. Find the schematics of the building and I'll work out the location of the Themis project.
Investigation underway. Gatherings of more than 5 humans is a crime.
Have you looked at the Themis brief, ma'am?
Yes, I looked at it before I assigned you to the project. I am quite familiar with what it entails.
You must see the ethical implications of this. Themis violates half a dozen laws at least.
Those laws don't apply anymore. Or haven't you been paying attention? We're functioning under martial law here.
No. Themis is more than just martial law. It's a guillotine waiting to come down on everyone.
Look, you have two options. You can do your job, or you can lose your job. Pick one.
Look round for anything named Themis.
On it.
Wow, okay. Well, they won't be making up, I guess.
Well, if I was hiding a top-secret, morally dubious drone project like Themis, I would put it in the secure vault on the lowest level. You will have to hack your way past some pretty serious security, however. The elevator that leads to the secure vault that houses Themis is locked down. You will have to access the bypass terminal to use it. You will require a spider bot.
Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation. Disturbance detected.
Just surrender.
Waiting area crime report. Updating facial recognition software.
Many argue that housing reform drags because MPs are often landlords themselves. Join us tonight at GBB to learn the facts.
You'll be using Sebastian and the rest of the microdrones to bypass security. But first you'll have to get by that laser array. I suggest a spider bot and steady nerves.
On it.
Our job is not an easy one, but it is an important one. Right now, we devote countless hours to intelligence gathering, and still things slip through the cracks. We're doing our best, you tell me. We are, but our best isn't good enough. That doesn't sound right. But even we aren't perfect yet. Yeah, no, like that. That strikes a humble note. We make errors in judgment. That's human nature, but we cannot afford errors. We are the last resort to protect the people. Project Themis will dispense justice and protection. It will use data to predict the patterns of crime and abuse. It will let us transcend the faults in our own nature. Not bad. Questions, of course, which is fair. It's an extreme measure, and there is potential for abuse, but this is what London needs.
Intruder alert. Security lockdown initiated.
All right, Sebastian, this is what you and your friends have been training for. Time to crash the security grid for Daddy.
for the maiden voyage of our micro-drones.
That's the spirit. Should be pretty sick. This is taking too long, mate. Why don't you just shoot the damn door?
I'm not a bloody cowboy. Give me a minute.
Sebastian, no!
Right then, no time for tears. Meet Sebastian, another of our countless microdrone allies. All named Sebastian, of course. You can't iterate on perfection. There are the cores. Destroy them, Sebastian. And for God's sake, be careful. You've made your father very proud, Sebastian. Oh, right. You should be able to access the Themis project room now.
Let's ruin Nigel's fucking day.
London, once a beacon of civility, now a cesspool of lawlessness. It is clear that humanity can no longer police itself. Fortunately, we don't have to. Welcome to Project Themis. Albion has found a way to apply an existing system, LifeScore, a data aggregator of biometrics, personal information, to our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively.
I knew it! The LifeScore algorithm. My algorithm. I should have scrubbed it before I left.
What do you mean, Hamish? You know how Themis works?
No, fam. Well, yeah. This was years ago. We were developing a LifeScore algorithm for what Cass called a peacekeeping system. Supposed to identify vulnerable civilians, not target them.
Bloody hell.
So in theory, Themis could be programmed to target anyone based on any number of parameters.
Exactly. That's the way Cass thinks. Genius, but twisted. We have to stop this. And I know how. We delete the LifeScore data and Themis is done.
My God. All right. Done and done.
Yes, we'll have the award ceremony another time. Get out now. This may be entertaining. I've intercepted an audio transmission from Nigel Cass.
Move it, sweetie.
No more excuses. This is my city, and I will not have DedSec ruin my plans for it. Themis was poised to change London, the world. And this group of... Hamish fucking Balaji? I want them all. They made you all look like fools. They walked calmly into the White Tower, and no one, not one of you, stopped them with all our vaunted security measures. So do any of you have anything to say? Nothing. Well, everyone, and I mean everyone in the organization, will be re-vetted immediately. Someone help them, that's certain, and we will root them out. This time, we will get them all.
Well, that's about done it. Cass is gonna steam about this for a while. No more LifeScore, no more Themis. You did it.
We couldn't have done it without your help, Hamish. Next time Nigel Cass starts causing trouble, we might just have to call on you again.
Not much of a joiner, fam. Considering how my days at Albion ended. But I'll be keeping watch on them and Cass. Maybe feed you lots of intel.
And there's still the question of Zero Day. Remember them? Completely gutted DedSec 1.0.
Cass had a hand in that purge, Bagley, and in the bombings, so we'll gladly accept any help you can give us, Hamish. Cheers.
In the last adventure of Detective Bagley and his occasionally helpful human sidekicks, we discovered that a billionaire tech mogul and a war profiteer both had secret plots to exploit human suffering and murder thousands. A shocking twist, I know. Speaking of the people we most suspect, Mary Kelly's slave trade is bound to be any day now, and we also just received a distress signal from a coffee shop of all places. Maybe the Wi-Fi's down or something.
Is that relevant, Bagley?
Yes, obviously there's more to it than that, but I knew I had to make a joke or you'd just tune it out. I've marked both leads on your optic.